Hi, Kevin. Congratulations on your win.
Hi, thank you so much.
I believe you're only the second North American winner to win the game after not winning HOH, just after Dr. Will. So that's quite a feat. And I saw a beautiful tweet last night which said, people who have said Dr. Will wouldn't survive in a modern Big Brother game have just been proven wrong by Kevin. So how are you feeling, and how does it feel to have your game put in the same leagues as the likes of Dr. Will?
That doesn't make any sense to me, but I appreciate it, and I'm very fresh out. So that's like, even hearing that's hard to understand. I was hoping I would win at HOH. I was giving it my all, but got pretty close there at the end, but no dice. Yeah, that's completely flattering.
And let's talk about your game. You went in, as you said, ready to lie through your teeth. You were ready to be the villain when necessary. What would you say was your most villainous move this season?
Probably the swearing on my marriage to Marty, because I know what that meant and I know how important family is to him, but I also felt okay doing it because I'm not actually married. That was also something that full disclosure, I did want to do in the season. That was one of my things where I was like, if I get into a little bit of trouble, I want to make sure that I can swear on the marriage or give someone the ring. So I also had a lot of fun doing that.
Yeah. And when you're not in a position of power like winning HOH, you really have to rely on your social game. So despite that villainy, you obviously were liked in that house. So can you tell us a little bit about the social aspects of your game and how you played that to your advantage?
Yeah, I'm terrible in social situations of more than 10 people. The beginning of the game was really difficult for me. That I was downplaying my threat level, but I had no idea what to do when you walk into this house with all these massive personalities. I had total imposter syndrome. I did not know how to act. But once we got down to a lower number of people and I could be in a room with 2 or 3 or especially one person, that's where my skills came into play. I am a good listener. It's a skill I've worked on for a long time, and just being able to listen more than I spoke, I felt worked well for me and helped with that social side of things.
Mm-hmm. And you gave a truly passionate speech to secure that win last night. So what was going on through your head when you got that final 60 seconds to plead your case and address the members of the jury?
I didn't feel good about my question answering. I felt like I was yelling a bit, and I needed a moment to just be authentic. Herman had brought up to me mid-season or something that if he was ever on the block or in the finals or something like that, he would address each person. And a lot of my game was understanding what each person needed in their own way, not treating people how I would want to be treated, but how they would want to be treated. So to take that moment and give a little bit of the authenticity and also go one by one and try to make the messaging appropriate for each person, that was where that came through.
Mm-hmm. And in an alternative world where you're sat next to Betty in that final 2, how do you think things would have shaken out?
Based on chatting with the jury, I think okay for me.
What have they been saying? Anything interesting that you can share?
Yeah, I think if I was sitting beside Betty, I would have won. I thought, going into it, by the way, I thought I needed to win the final HOH and cut Josh. It just shows your perception in the house is not always accurate of what's going on. And then when I saw Herman when I saw Herman's vote for me, that was quite shocking because I thought him and Moose would probably be voting together, and I thought there was a little bit of hope when I saw that.
Mm-hmm. You also said you would have taken Helena to final 2. You would have honored that. How do you think that final 2 would have worked out for you?
I think it would have been interesting, especially if she didn't touch the block the whole season. Helena got a lot of flack for moves that we did together. I feel like a lot of it was because people always expected me to be a liar and a schemer and a villain, whereas with Helena, it wasn't as expected. So I'm not sure. And I think in the scenario where maybe Jace goes out at 5, Helena might stay off the block at the 4. It's hard to play out, but I think it would be a close vote.
Mm-hmm. And looking back, aside from winning last night, what would you say are some of your favorite memories from your time in that house?
I'm happy I got the comp win. I didn't think I would get any comp wins, so getting that veto win was huge. I've played a little skee ball in my day, so I was able to go out and do that. Also, Gino doing a puzzle in his second language gave me a little bit of an advantage there. Wow. I think week 4, I started to get comfortable. I was doing the lawyer act with Gino when he was HOH. I always knew the first 3 weeks were going to be really hard for me, but once I got past them and got to know people and they got to know me, that became a lot easier. So just being able to come out of my shell a little bit.
It may be a little bit early to answer this question, but how have you found coming out into the real world? Has it sunk in yet that you can talk to other people?
It's weird. I know it's going to be hard adjusting to the real world, but it's exciting. Yesterday was the first day I was alone in a room without cameras. I didn't even know how to act. So it's going to be weird. It's going to be odd.
And being a little nosy, have you got any exciting plans for the prize money?
I haven't thought about it too much. One thing that's sort of close to home is I'm gonna donate $10,000 to something to do with cancer. It's something that has been close to me. I'm thinking to people living with it, but I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna take my time and look at it. And then the boring answer is I'm gonna invest it and try and grow it and not do anything stupid off the bat.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's amazing. Sorry, go on.
Maybe I'll do stupid things with it later, but not immediately.
Yes. Well, that's amazing, and that's everything I have for you. So thanks so much for your time. Congratulations again on the win. Thank you for the entertainment throughout the season, and best of luck with everything you have moving forward.
Thank you so much, Daniel.
Thank you. Have a great time. Bye-bye now.
Thanks, Daniel.
Thank you, Global.